Number 8. Nova. Who would have thought this bucket-headed guy is one of the fastest comic characters ever? As a member of the Nova Corps, Richard Rider was initially given a standard portion of the Nova Force, enough to fly, punch aliens, and maybe break the sound barrier on a good day. But after the Corps was decimated, Richard became the sole bearer of the full Nova Force, and with it, his speed skyrocketed into truly elite territory. No longer just the human rocket, Nova has been clocked at faster than light speeds in deep space, routinely zipping across star system like he's taken the Cosmic Express lane. On planets, he's forced to dial it way down to avoid accidentally leveling cities, but when he's in open space, there's barely a blur before he's gone. Despite rubbing elbows with the likes of Silver Surfer, Richard is technically still a regular human, just one with a power source that makes warp drives jealous. The full extent of his speed is still unknown, but based on feats like racing teleporters to emergencies and outrunning alien fleets, it's clear Nova plays in the big leagues. While not quite at the level of abstract cosmic entities or speed gods, Nova holds the crown for the fastest human in Marvel's main universe. And honestly, it's not a bad flex when your morning commute involves punching holes through wormholes. Number 7. Makkari. To Makkari, super speed isn't just a power, it's a lifestyle. Modeled after the Roman god Mercury and the Greek Hermes before that, Makkari took the idea of being fast and made it his entire thing, pouring every ounce of his internal potential into pure velocity. That dedication made him the fastest being on Earth for a long time. But Makkari wasn't content with just being the best one on one planet. After failing to qualify for the Runners Galactic Marathon, which is the cosmic equivalent of being too slow for the cool kids table, he went on a quest across space to learn the secrets of absolute speed. And wouldn't you know it, he actually did. Makkari eventually mastered this god-tier movement and came back to defeat every other contestant in the race, including the runner himself. That's like beating Usain Bolt in his own shoes, while blindfolded during an earthquake. With absolute speed under his belt, Makkari's top speed is effectively without limit. He still has a bit of catching up to do before he can dethrone the runner as the fastest being in Marvel, but give him a few billion years and he might just lap him. Literally. Number 6. Bart Allen. Bart Allen is the mix of Flash DNA and time travel problem with a little bit of sugar rush. Born in the 30th century as the grandson of Barry Allen, Bart came into the world with a hyper-accelerated metabolism. So fast, in fact, that he was aging in real time like a YouTube speedrun. If left untreated, he would have lived a whole life before kindergarten. When future tech failed to save him, Bart was yeeted into the past, where Wally West used a risky training plan to push Bart's abilities to the brink and reset his metabolism. It worked, and Bart stuck around. First as the hyperactive chaos-loving Impulse, then as Kid Flash, and eventually as the Fourth Flash. Bart's powers include the usual speedster toolkit, lightning-fast reflexes, insane agility, healing, vortex creation, and speed force energy sharing, but cranked up past most other speedsters. He's also been known to think and react faster than anyone else on the battlefield, sometimes before things even happen. In the New 52, though, things got weird. Bart was no longer an Allen or even a speedster in the traditional sense. He was Bar-Tor, a freedom-fighting terrorist from the future. Yeah, not his best arc. And that version has been MIA since DC Rebirth. But the real Bart, the fun, reckless, ridiculously fast legacy bro, is still remembered as one of the fastest and most unpredictable Flashes to ever lace up. Number 5. Light Tray. Light Tray is DC's comic speedster you probably forgot existed, but he's been outrunning relevance since the Fourth World was created. A new god of New Genesis, Light Ray fills the Mercury slot in DC's Space Pantheon lineup, zipping across the cosmos so fast he makes boom tubes, literal teleportation devices, look like dial-up internet. Blessed with a cheerful disposition and a glow-up worthy of his name, Light Tray has routinely crossed interstellar distances in the blink of an eye, traveling faster than light and phasing through space-time like it's rush hour traffic. He's also a master of photonic energy, able to fly, fire energy blasts, and illuminate entire battlefields, basically a speedster with a light show. With DC's all-in initiative revving up, Light Tray and the rest of the new gods are getting a long overdue spotlight. And if early teases are to be believed, Light Trey's limits are about to be seriously stress tested as he dives headfirst into new cosmic clashes, introducing fresh throwdowns with Darkseid. It might be time for Speedster fans to start keeping their eyes on the light, because Light Trey's coming in hot, and this time, he's not slowing down. Number 4, Barry Allen. Barry Allen isn't just a Flash, he's the Flash, the blueprint, the gold standard, the guy who made red spandex and lightning bolts iconic. As the quintessential Scarlet Speedster, Barry carried the Flash mantle for decades, setting the pace, literally, for every speedster who followed. Before he sacrificed himself during Crisis on Infinite Earths to save the multiverse, Barry had already pushed the Speed Force to its limits, outrunning the Black Racer, the god of death on cosmic skis, for the entire time he was dead. But that's not just fast, that's death-defying. Barry wasn't just the fastest man alive, he was the first to crack multiversal travel, the original time-traveling hero, and the reason the DC timeline occasionally hits the reset button? We're looking at you, Flashpoint. Despite some universe-shattering fumbles, Barry's hope, resilience, and constant growth have made him the moral and literal heartbeat of the Flash family. With a legacy that spans generations and a suit that's become a mantle of its own, Barry Allen is more than just a speedster. He's a symbol of momentum, redemption, and that spark of optimism racing through the DC universe. Number 3, Superman. There's fast, and then there's Superman. The Man of Tomorrow isn't powered by the Speed Force, nor does he borrow divine swiftness like Shazam. His speed is entirely his own, forged from solar energy and sharpened by sheer willpower. And when Superman moves, the universe takes notice. His reflexes can dodge light speed attacks, his flight can span galaxies in moments, his mind can process information in nanoseconds. But what sets Superman apart isn't just how fast he is, it's why he runs. Whether it's racing across the cosmos to save a single child or breaking time barriers to stop a disaster, Superman runs with purpose. In Superman Up in the Sky number 4, he even outpaced the Flash, not because he was faster in raw numbers, but because Lex Luthor's charity stunt was on the line. Millions of lives depended on who crossed that finish line first, and when stakes are that high, Superman finds a gear no other hero has. Superman's speed may not always beat the fastest speedsters in a vacuum, but with hope, compassion, and that unwavering drive to do what's right, he's always in the race and never more than a heartbeat behind. Number 2, Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is what happens when you give a philosopher a surfboard, a 6-pack of the Power Cosmic, and tell him to break the universe's speed limit just to think about life. Formerly Norrin Rad of the planet Zen-La, he volunteered to become Galactus' herald in exchange for his world's survival. What he got was a cosmic glow-up and a front-row seat to the infinite chaos of the Marvel cosmos. With the ability to ride the spaceways, Silver Surfer regularly clocks speeds that border on the absurd. He's casually flown across galaxies in seconds, outraced black holes, and traversed light years in the time it takes you to microwave popcorn. Canonically, he's been clocking moving at roughly 6 trillion miles per second, which is so far past light speed that it might as well be time travel. He doesn't just move fast, he thinks fast, dodges faster, and processes information at speeds that rival AI. The surfer can enter hyperspace, bend space-time, and zip across the edge of the universe like he's heading to the corner store. He may not always be the fastest in a raw race, but when it comes to cosmic travel and speed with soul, Norrin Rad surfs in a league of his own. Number 1, Wally West. Wally West is the sidekick who not only steps out of the shadow, but outruns it so fast the shadow gives up trying to keep up. Originally Kid Flash and the nephew of Iris West, Wally idolized Barry Allen, and when Barry died in Crisis on Infinite Earths, Wally did the unthinkable. He filled those boots and made them even faster. Wally didn't just tap into the Speed Force, he unlocked it. He was the first to truly understand and wield it like an extension of himself, crafting a suit of pure Speed Force energy, sharing and stealing speed at will, and turning science-defining feats into Tuesday warm-ups. He's beaten Superman in races for fun, but that's small time compared to what he's really done. In Mark Waid's legendary run, Wally outran death itself, literally leaving the Black Flash, DC's Grim Reaper for speedsters, choking on his dust. He ran to the end of time, to a place so far removed from existence that death no longer held meaning. Let that sink in. He hit a speed where even the concept of dying couldn't keep up. He's also the emotional heartbeat of the Flash family, with his wife Linda and kids Jai and Ira, plus his extended speedster crew. Wally's victories are never just about speed. They're about heart, hope, and outrunning any obstacle in his way. There might be faster moments, but there's no faster man than Wally West. Period. And that's a wrap. From Speed Force prodigies and cosmic surfers to godly messengers and human rockets, these speedsters have shattered sound barriers, warped time, and left physics in the dust. Did your favorite blur of lightning make the list? Or is there a speedster we overlooked who deserves their moment in the fast lane? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're always racing to settle the speedster debates. If you enjoyed this high-velocity ranking, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more power tier breakdowns, hero matchups, and multiversal mayhem. Until next time, keep your laces tight, your minds quicker, and your timelines intact.